it's going to seem ranty. The Eagles Tush Push should not be banned. We shouldn't be talking about it being banned. This is an absolute joke that this is a conversation that continues to go on.
I didn't hear Tom Brady.
Yeah, the Tom Brady quarterback sneak, that was never talked about as banned. And here's what they'll say. Well, that was
Tom Brady wasn't pushed.
Yeah, not pushed. Okay, here's what I will say about the pushing thing. Your quarterback cannot do it. Okay? Your quarterback cannot run this play. Why do you think that not a single other team runs this play on a consistent basis like the Philadelphia Eagles do? Because it is unique to the freak athlete that they have at quarterback. That is what makes the play special. That'd be like saying Cam Newton shouldn't be able to do the jump over because that's bad for football. No, Cam Newton was an athletic freak, and that's why he could dunk over the line. Jalen Hurts is an athletic freak, and that's why the tush push works. It works because you have Jason Kelce, the best center, a Hall of Fame center, at the center spot. You have Jalen Hurts, a quarterback who can squat 600 fucking pounds at quarterback. Okay, the Texans tried to run it this past week. I don't know if you saw, the Texans fullback was on Pardon My Take, and they asked him about it, and he said, I don't think it should be banned. We tried to run it with CJ, and CJ said, this fucking sucks. I don't want to run this again. And CJ, I know you don't like Ohio State quarterbacks, but he's built. He's another guy who, he's got size on him. That's a guy that could potentially do it. But who's not going to go do this tush push ever? Jared Goff, Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes probably isn't going to do it. He doesn't really have the calf strength right there to consistently do that. I'm trying to think of what quarterback in the league maybe could do it. Kyler and Bryce Young are too small to do it. There's not another, maybe Josh Allen could do it. You could probably convince me Josh Allen could do it, but I don't think he wants to do it. I think he'd rather do the Cam Newton approach and just kind of push through himself. But the whole idea of this play ruins football is egregious because, one, it takes a whole team to be firing on all cylinders to complete all in a row. It's not just one guy running this play. Two, if this was an unstoppable play, your team would be running it with a backup quarterback. You don't think they've tried? You don't think other teams have tried bringing in a backup quarterback that's a little bit stronger and maybe could do it? And I saw Stephen Che on Barstool. He said some outlandish, teams are going to start signing bodybuilders and having them be – you think a team's going to have a bodybuilder on the 53-man roster to run the tush push? Maybe. Maybe once.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, but Taysom Hill doesn't even run it. So my point being, these other teams have had to have tried this at practice because we watched it all last year. They tried to get it banned. It didn't get it banned. We had a whole offseason of other teams to perfect it. And we are 4 weeks, a month into this season, and not a single other team can do it but the Eagles because they have the best center and the quarterback that's made for it. I don't know if after this year, if Jason Kelce's not an Eagle, I don't know if the Eagles will be able to run this play anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know at what level it's Jalen Hurts or Jason Kelce, but I know you need a really good center and a really strong quarterback to make it fire. And guess what? If another team could do it, if another team wanted to do it, they could all sign Cam Newton. He could probably do it, but they don't. It's just a bunch of whining and bitching from fans who, for some reason, don't like the fact that the Eagles pick up 2 yards on a play. Like, it's 1st and goal at the 1 and the Eagles tush push. Like, would it really have made you feel better if they did a fullback dive 3 straight times and then got in? Like, they're getting in with that offensive line anyways. So, like, stop it.
Yeah, and I seen, like, Chris Sims was, I think, talking about maybe yesterday or the day before. He was like, oh, if they're so good at this, and then should go headhunting and take out Jalen Hurts. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you're going to take out his head because he's good at this? And then people were saying, oh, like, the Eagles could just, if they start to get, like, 4 or 5 yards of play, they could start doing that, and then they would be, like, unbeatable. I'm like, what are you talking about?
First off, that tush push is never getting 4 or 5 yards.
That's what they're saying.
It's never going to happen. That play can't pick up 4 or 5 yards at a clip. That's just called a designed quarterback run at that point. And you're not going to put that wear and tear on your quarterback over and over again, for one.
It's because they just hate us.
Have you heard a single NFL player complain about this play? I haven't heard a single player say anything about this play.
Retired, yes. Not active.
Not active. I haven't heard a single active player complain about it. Maybe that's because they all tried to run it at practice this offseason, but couldn't. But I don't know. I don't know. You guys leave your thoughts in the comments on that one. But
hate us because they ain't us, bro.
Hate us because they ain't us.